And this is how we do right about here now. It's kicking off because we got bare things to talk about, bare things to get you. Oh my goodness, hey guys, I was coming into today's show an hour ago going, what does I say now, if I want to be over spiritual, I'll go, what has the Lord is going to speak through me today? I'm going to, God, speak for, we're here to be vehicles for God, yeah. And I love the bits that people, I utilize God as not a user as God. You misuse God and communicating with God to justify what comes out of their mouth. I won't be doing that. I pray that I come from a perspective which is infected and affected by God himself through his word, you know what I'm saying, because his word is the truth. So what I do say is based upon my knowledge and my experience of life, and through his word, through the knowledge that's in his word, which is the Holy Bible still anyway. So yeah, so that's just my angle. So before I get into much trouble anyway, so yeah. But guys, I got a message on the weekend, to be straight, I got a message from my sister, Sophie. She said, I'll give you right to have a go at Beyonce. What go on? Yeah, what a go on? You know what I'm saying? What a go on is that Beyonce sacrileged. That's sacrilege. I'm just using that sacrilege word because it's fancy. But disrespected one of the most iconic groups out there by actually putting a sampling their music and putting it out there with the lyrics that she put on there. The track's called Church Girl. It's like an entrapment track where you're thinking, oh my gosh, there's a sample by from the Clark sisters, and then you're gonna go in there and it's called Church Girl. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be something fantastic. And when you press play, you're like, oh my gosh, drop it like a, oh my lord. Yes, she did go there anyway. So yeah, so I checked this out this week and I thought, obviously my sisters in the group of Affinity Extra, they're not happy about Beyonce kind of out and out church girls like this, you know what I'm saying, and having the guts to do that. So what really confused me was a day later, I'm hearing in the news 2 days later over the weekend and end of the weekend that she's now going to be making edits to the album and to one of her tracks. And I'm like, really? Okay, she's going to change the Church Girl track. Oh no, she ain't going to change the Church Girl track. It's because she used the word spaz. Yeah. So that is really like, okay, cool. So what about the Church Girl track? She ain't touching it. Yeah, she's leaving it as it is. And so I did some more research and check out what people are saying online and seeing if it's clouded up the whole airwaves. And no, nobody's bothered. So on the first angle, and I don't want to go too much into lyrics because some of the lyrics I don't really want to come out my mouth. By the way, by doing my research, the track is a banger, to be honest, anyway, still, yeah. So, technically, musically, it's a banger. So I can see how she's gonna manipulate people through this track and put that nonsense in their head, anyway, still, yeah. But the way she's kind of talking about church sisters through this track, 40, and you could argue and say, Roger, you're not a sister, so why are you talking about this? I'm talking this as a brother, who is I got sons who will be looking for hopefully a church sister and hopefully a church girl. What is a church girl? Let's define a church girl. Is a church girl Christian, born again, saved person, or somebody who goes to church, having parties all week long? What is a church girl? And this is the thing is now, there's so many things, and I'm going to look at it as critically as possible, as much as I totally, utterly disagree I'm going to check out what people say. She ain't going to, you know what I'm saying? Totally disagree. I totally disagree. So I'm just checking out some of the comments that were put up on there by Sister Tolu. But I'm not going to be like, totally ignorant to other angles and reasons why she wanted to track. But I want to open our minds to what other angles there is. But first and foremost, guys, I'm concerned about the the mindset behind people who feel so liberal within our community, within our art form, within black art music form, where the church was the forward ground of development and has produced such talent out there, and a lot of talent out there is thanks to the church. It just seems like people can just have a pop at the church and cuss them off publicly and wreck them and wreck people who are from church, and it seems like it's a free fall right now in the pop industry about churches, and the churches have no relevance or say in what's going on in our community and what we're trying to do now. And I totally, utterly disagree with that, and I think that needs to be challenged 100%. So what Beyonce is saying, I totally she has to be very, 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 very careful what she's doing under God. Yeah, I'm seeing messages about people thinking that she's God. She's got a crazy fan base. Their fan base has been developed from time. But flip it the other side, you know what I mean? What is a church girl? That's the question, guys. What is a church girl? Because I'm afraid there's girls who go to church on Sunday who I'm afraid is going to Beyonce's concert, kind of loosen out themselves. And she's singing to them and say, come on, girl, you can get with it, man. Let it go, because you don't want to be at church. There's that angle to things as well. You know, I'm not saying that Beyonce's saying the right thing, but one thing I do know, I've taught children in church and young people in church, and I remember bumping into one, a couple of them, and they almost apologized to me. They didn't see me for about a year or two because they felt guilty because they had their tickets paid for to go and see Beyonce, and the tickets were over 80 quid each. So Christian church parents are sending their children to Beyonce concerts. So that's another flip side. We have Beyonce fans in church. Now, I'm not saying you can't say, yo, she can sing. The girl can apparently sing quite good still, yeah? She has an amazing weave. It almost looks like her hair, and and she's decent looking as well, so you know, fair play, props to you, mate. But the reality of the show is, guys, that we have got Beyonce fans in the church. So we've been this independent woman, we've been celebrating her art form, and we've been gassed by her. We even sing, some of us sing like her. Hint, hint. Everyone knows who I'm about there. But no, don't go there on me. But the reality show is, guys, is the challenge is church girls, have you been representing yourself out on the road well? Yeah. For somebody to say this and to feel that they have no need to take it down because she hasn't had enough kickback from church girls. I've seen churchmen. I do feel that, you know, this is a challenge. I'm shouting out to women of God and also cheap women who go church. Yeah, there is a very hedonistic approach to life. I think there's a bit of a kickback to how men have manipulated and controlled women so hard that I feel that they almost feel like they can do what they do. They want to be the abusers instead of being abused, and I get it. But just like when we want to get things reconciled when it comes to racism, we have to be very careful. We don't want to go over and destroy the other people. So we gotta be careful. We don't become what we've been abused by. Yeah. So my thing is, I don't know how I'm getting it here and how I'm here with this track anyway. Still, yeah. But one thing I look here, and it's a challenge, is women who that are going to church. May not be born again girl, you know what I'm saying? The challenge is to you, you know what I'm saying? How have you been representing yourself when you've been paying to go and see Beyonce, and you guys have been dancing up to all them tracks there? You love your Beyonce while singing worship songs on a Sunday and going to Beyonce. I'm not saying you can't do that and you go to hell for that, you know what I mean? But just see the potential hypocrisy there and how Beyonce can turn it. I'm not, again, saying that Beyonce is right. I'm just getting you critically thinking from different angles. Just keeping it real, you know. Also, Twinkie Car, the samples from here. The question also begs to believe, how do you let a person butcher up a track like that still, yeah? Maybe Twinkie has to pay her bills. And I'm not saying she should, but this is the problem is when you are so used to a lifestyle, you can get bought out, you know, and too many people of our people are so easily bought out, you know, and it's sad. It's totally sad. We get bought out too often just to succeed because we're hungry, straight up hungry, you know. So my challenge is to young artists out there, Are you going to sell out to pay the bills? Are you going to have integrity in what you're doing? And I'm not saying you don't do secular music or you don't work with secular people. Please. I am not saying that. I'm not going to go down that road. What my challenge is are you being integral? That's what I'm kind of shouting out to you guys about that today. So Church Girls, am I vexed with it? Yeah. I am. But I'm not a fan of Beyonce because I don't think she represents God. I don't think she's here to represent God. She's here to represent Satan. Put it bluntly. And this track represents how Satan feels about you. So the challenge is, we've been entertaining, and are we gonna stop entertaining certain artists, if not all artists? You know what I mean? I'll say we're going to be careful who we entertaining, man. But you just see how things can just turn around, man. But this is just Roger here, and I think it's actually just voicing my opinion. Now, again, I'm not coming from. Girls are really cheesed off about it. I understand 100% because they're saying that's not me. And the beautiful thing is, I praise God, it's not you. But the reality show is, there is somebody out there. There are girls like that out there, you know. But again, what are we doing about this with Beyonce? She's not even convicted or compelled. She's more compelled about using the word spaz. But she called Church Girl even worse. But no one's touching her. That's the question. You can moan all you want, but the reality show is she's comfortable for leaving out there. Is that the artist that we're backing? Is that the artist that we're supporting? You know what I mean?
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more. We have loads of content for you. I hope you enjoy. See you soon.